Toowong is like the gateway to the western corridor of Brisbane. It's strategically quite uniquely located, obviously surrounded by the Brisbane River, but more particularly has a very interesting mix of both business, residential, health, and also education. So all of those key platforms and attributes which provide for a really great, diverse society. For us to get a parcel that's so significantly located, that has so much natural amenity around us, that's of such significant scale and size, being also on a corner, we felt was a really unique opportunity for us, so one that we grabbed with both hands. As we move our brand back into the apartment space, we've spent probably the best part of the last couple of years really doing a deep dive into understanding what's happening in the apartment landscape in southeast Queensland, more particularly in Brisbane. One of the things is that the sense of arrival and the presence of the building has to be identifiably different, and it has to be an identifiable aesthetic that we believe stands the test of time. And so for us to create a building that has this really staunch express facade that will be a key marker on that corner as you're driving down Sylvan Road, but more particularly as you turn into Earle Lane, a more intimate space, a more residential, softer enclave for people to actually arrive home. We're in a beautiful tree-lined street. We've got lovely natural amenity with parkland and so forth opposite us. So what we wanted to do with Earle Lane is just bring that landscape and make sure that it adorns the building appropriately. We've thought through the process of every interface and every component of the sense of arrival and or saying goodbye to the place in which people live, and landscape plays the really core pillar in terms of creating that environment for people. Earle Lane is a combination of 94 apartments, a mixture of 1, 2 and 3 bedrooms. And I suppose the cherry on top is the penthouse apartments. You know, we've got 4 lovely penthouse apartments that sit on the northern facade, amazing views out across the park and then back towards the Brisbane city skyline. Those apartments are significant, really large 3-bedders, extremely big balconies, but all the levels of refined finishes that you would expect in an apartment of that calibre and in that location. But one of the things we wanted to be recognised for was our communal amenity. We wanted to create a building that had a sense of belonging and a sense of community, but something that was at a true international standard. From our entrance lobby past our concierge desk, we've got a really lovely business lounge, an opportunity for people to come in and have external meetings if they're working from home. The area that we're probably one of the most proud of is our rooftop. So as you come up to level 8, you're granted a choice to move down towards our wellness area, which has a significant amount of wellness opportunities where we're promoting all of the pillars of wellness. So, you know, obviously restoration zones, an opportunity for mindful training and or mindful restoration, as well as hardcore gym training for those that are keen on lifting some weights or getting on the treadmill. On the main part of the rooftop, we've positioned front and centre a 25-metre lap pool. We've got a 10-person sauna, an integrated steam room. We've got a hot and cold magnesium plunge baths. And then obviously our 2 indoor spaces, which are probably the piece de resistance. We've got a really lovely cinema. And then obviously the icing on top is our private dining. So our private dining sits in the eastern side of the rooftop. It's able to provide a really residential, lovely dining experience, feeling like you're in someone's home, but it's also able to be quite versatile and to diversify into something where you could run a boardroom meeting and or you could run a presentation and use it as a presentation space. I think when we look towards the future, the true test to the success of Earle Lane will be the enjoyment that people get by actually living there. It has a level of chicness, a level of refinement, but also a level of welcoming and belonging, which will mean that people will feel like they're at home when they live there. That's something that's really important to us. You know, ultimately we pride ourselves on creating communities in which people live. And so Earle Lane, we believe, will be a significant amount of enjoyable homes in the sky for a very diverse end of our population. And for that, we're really, really proud and really, really excited.